Hello. Welcome back to my channel. I want to tell you a story. This story is real. It is about something that changed my life. My name is Chloe. I am 22 years old. A few years ago, I almost quit learning because I thought I wasn't smart enough. I believed something was wrong with me. Until one small moment changed everything. And if you've ever felt like you're not good enough, not smart enough, or just too slow to learn, this story is for you. I wasn't born confident. I wasn't the type of student who raised my hand first or who answered questions easily. Most of the time, I was just trying not to be noticed. Because being noticed meant being tested, and being tested meant failing. In school, I watched other students answer questions with confidence. They spoke fast, they remembered everything, and I sat there thinking, how do they do it? What's wrong with me? Then came English, this language I loved, but also feared. Because every time I tried to speak, my brain froze. I remember sitting in my English class, maybe 14 years old. The teacher asked me to read a short paragraph out loud. My heart raced. My palms were sweaty. The words danced on the page like they were teasing me. I opened my mouth, but my voice cracked. I stumbled on the first word, then the second, and then I stopped completely. The room went silent. And then I heard it. Giggles. Not everyone, just a few students. But enough. That moment felt like someone had stamped my forehead with a label, not smart enough. And from that day on, I carried that label everywhere I went. The voice in my head became my loudest teacher, but it didn't teach me grammar or vocabulary. It only repeated one lesson. You're not smart enough. You'll never get this. Every time I opened a book, I could almost hear that voice whisper. I studied vocabulary, but forgot the words the next day. I practiced grammar, but made the same mistakes over and over again. And each mistake felt like proof that the voice was right. So I avoided speaking. When my classmates practiced conversations, I found excuses to stay quiet. When opportunities came to join competitions, I stayed in the background. Deep down, I wanted to speak freely. I wanted to travel, to connect with people, but my reality was the opposite. I was trapped, not by English itself, but by the belief that I was too stupid to learn it. And you know what's worse? I compared myself to everyone else. I'd hear someone speak English fluently and think, they're smarter than me. They have a better memory. They're born for this. Comparison became a prison. The more I compared, the smaller I felt. For months, I lived in a painful cycle. Try, fail, feel stupid, quit, start again, fail again, and with each failure, I lost another piece of hope. At night, lying in bed, I would replay all the embarrassing moments in my head. The times I froze, the times people laughed, the times I couldn't even finish a simple sentence. And I thought to myself, maybe this dream isn't for me. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. But one particular day still lives in my memory. We had a group presentation in class. My job was simple. Introduce our project in English with just 3 sentences. I practiced those sentences again and again the night before. I thought, this time I'll get it right. This time I won't fail. But when I stood in front of the class, everything vanished. My mind went blank. I stuttered, then skipped half of what I wanted to say. The teacher gave me a sympathetic smile, my classmates gave me silence, and I gave myself another wound. That night, I sat on my bed and whispered to myself, maybe it's time to stop. Maybe I'm wasting my life on something I'll never get. For the first time, I seriously thought about giving up on learning English, and maybe even giving up on dreaming big. But life has a funny way of giving us little moments that change everything, and mine came on a quiet evening. After that painful presentation, I was sitting in my room. I didn't want to open my book. I didn't want to see another word in English, but something inside me, a small spark, told me, just try one more thing. Something different. So I picked up my phone, opened the recorder, and said out loud in English, my name is Chloe. I am learning English. I am trying. I will not give up. I stopped recording, almost embarrassed, but then I pressed play, and what I heard surprised me. Yes, I made mistakes. Yes, my accent was heavy. Yes, I was slow, but for the first time, I heard myself speaking English. Not my classmates, not a teacher, not someone online. Me. And I thought, wait a minute. This doesn't sound as bad as I thought. I'm actually speaking. That moment, that tiny recording, was the beginning of a new story. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't fluent, but it was proof. Proof that I wasn't hopeless. Proof that I wasn't stupid. Proof that I was learning step by step. That night taught me something powerful. It's not about being smart enough. It's about being consistent enough. I realized smart people don't win because they never fail. They win because they don't let failure stop them. For so long, I thought my mistakes were evidence that I couldn't learn. But now I see mistakes are evidence that I am learning. And slowly, I changed the way I learned English. 1, I recorded myself often. Not to be perfect, but to track my growth. Every week, I could hear small progress. 2, I stopped comparing. I reminded myself, my race is mine. My speed is mine. And suddenly, learning felt lighter. 3, I celebrated small wins. 1 sentence without fear. 1 conversation with a stranger. 1 new word remembered. Each small win built my confidence. And here's the truth. It wasn't intelligence that built my English. It was courage. It was perseverance. It was me refusing to quit. So if you're watching this and you feel the same, like you're not smart enough, not fast enough, not good enough, let me speak directly to you. I know how heavy that voice feels. I know how shameful it feels to freeze in front of others. I know the pain of comparing yourself to everyone else. But listen, you are not stupid. You are not behind. You are not hopeless. Your brain isn't broken. Your confidence is just waiting to grow. Take 1 small step today. Record your voice. Read 1 page out loud. Say 1 brave sentence. That's all it takes to prove to yourself you are smart enough. You are capable enough. You are enough. You don't need to be the smartest. You just need to be the one who doesn't quit. And that can be you starting today.